Hello, all you wild, weird, wonderful people out there live in YouTube land. How are we all doing? Hey, Brian, how's it going? I hope you're well. Um, I just wanted to put one of our pals' um, uh, sayings up there. I'm just gonna pop the link in for anybody who wants to come up. Yeah. So it's it's one of those weird ones, isn't it? It's a year or thereabouts since she passed away. um and yeah, it's I'm feeling some kind of way about it. I suppose you wouldn't be normal if you weren't feeling some sort of a way about it. Yeah, I wanted everybody to get together and have a bit of crack. I really wanted to remember all the mad things that she came out with. Hey, a bedtime clown, how you doing? I really wanted to remember all the mad things she came out with, like the really funny stuff that we saw as mods on her channel. Like, I mean, we gotta admit it. I mean, some of her dragons were just legendary. I mean, they were. Say what you want, call her what you want. Actually, no, you won't call her what you want, not on here. But you know, the woman was hilarious. She was a law onto her own, and she was very, very, very funny when she was on one. You know, um, hey Sheila, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, we definitely witnessed some very, very, very funny things. I mean, I suppose one of the most recent things that I remember, and it was hysterically funny. Hottie the Hottie, or whatever the fucking hell his name is. He came in one night and he got roasted from top to bottom. Hey, Brian, how's it going? He got roasted from top to bottom. That was absolutely hilarious. I don't know how many different accounts he came in under. He must have come in under all of them. Hey, Kiss, how's it going? He must have came in under every single account he ever owned, and he was getting booted every single time he came in. I just thought that was so funny. And Bam would have let him up, except for his behavior on his own channel. She would have actually let him up, but she was afraid he was going to flash. He was going to do a porn bomb. So that's why she wouldn't let him on. She was like, no, 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 you're going to porn bomb me. Hey, Lady Witch, how's it going? That was so funny. I mean, that was absolutely hilarious. I'd never forget going, yeah, yeah, you fucking think I'm bad? This lot will fucking destroy you. That was so funny. It really was. It was so funny. Yeah, I remember some of our roasts of people. I mean, Jesus Christ. There was half of them I missed because I was crying laughing, and and I'm going to go back and listen to that. Except she take them down, I'd be raging because I mean I missed half of what she said because I was laughing too much. Oh, she was one funny person. She really was. But I mean, the thing that I am grateful for is that I have met some amazing people. I have. I've also met some really shitty people, but I have met some amazing people that are lifelong friends and will be lifelong friends. Um, and I want I want to thank her for that. She did definitely bring people together, but much like AD did, as much as people hate him, um he brought people together. I know it wasn't his intention, but he did, and Bam did too. um yeah, I made an awful lot of really good friends. I value them very much, and yeah, there is that. Oh, shucks. Yeah, Brian. Oh, little Brian. I don't know if you've noticed the ticker going past. That was one saying that I used to love her saying. Go and take a good fuck to yourself. Bam, she had no filter, and Bam, no chill whatsoever. No, she hadn't. She absolutely hadn't. But when she'd get herself all worked up, oh my God, over whatever it was, she'd just wind herself up and watch her go. Like she'd read it. She was just terrible funny. She just had one of those kind of personalities that she was like Marmite, you either loved or hated her, but she was incredibly funny. But as I say, I've met some amazing people, and I'm very grateful for that. Um, yeah, definitely made some fantastic friends. Um, so, is there anybody going to come up and have a chat, and we can have a wee bit of a chat about? Is the No, it's not there. I'll have to do it again. Hang on a second. Um, I do remember. There was something about. Wasn't it? Oh God, wasn't it? Fingal and rubbing her post and things like that, or she was supposed to be beating her up. And wasn't she lying on the floor? Didn't she get somebody to take a picture of her lying on the floor while Fingal was supposed to be beating her up? Actually, I'm not going to call her Fingal. That's retarded. I'm not going to call you JJ either. I'm going to call you your name, Alison Purcell, since you like splashing my name around the place, Alison Purcell. So there you go, Alison Purcell. So we'll give you your full title. Hey Sharon, how's it going? Anybody who wants to come up that can remember any funny stories about BAM, or any funny stories that you remember while you were a mod, or whether you were just a member of the channel, do come up, because I mean it would be nice. It really would be nice. I think a lot of people now just realize how much BAM was a big player in YouTube, but they are loath to admit it now. They should be. I know. I do agree with you, Sheila. I mean, she is. She was, even when she was alive, she was legendary. She was. She was just this force of nature. Good or bad, she was just this unique force of nature. Yeah, she she was definitely unique. Definitely unique. My fellows come home for lunch and consider it so. Oh, Sharon, kick him out. Kick him out. Yeah, I mean, I would love to repeat some of the dragons that she gave people. I mean, I do remember there was one in particular. As I say, I missed half of it, but she was talking about dark twat and something about her wheelchair running down a hill and going under a bus. I mean, I don't even remember half of it, but all I do remember was like literal tears coming down my face. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard. It was the funniest ever. Oh God, yeah, when she'd start. Oh, I think the last funniest one was definitely Scotty the Hottie. That was hilarious. And he cried about that for weeks on end, didn't he? He was crying about that for weeks on end online. Oh, she said this and oh, she said that. Yeah, she absolutely did. Yeah, we all did. But I just thought it was funny. Oh, you think I'm bad? These fucking lot will eat you alive. They'll tear you apart. And yeah, we kind of did. We kind of did, because he was being a bit of a dick. So there you go. Uh, yeah, so today is going to be a quiet day, it seems. I miss the simple person and battery. Oh, that was hilarious, Sharon. I wish it's probably somewhere. It's probably somewhere now. Don't you know somebody has it recorded? Don't you know? Yeah, when she'd go off on one, oh, it was just absolutely fucking hilarious. I mean, she went at him hammer tongs. There was no thing spared, no thing or person spared. She went after him hammer and tongs, and it was the funniest thing ever. Mind you, none of us held back either. We all sort of we all went at him, and as I said, I don't know how many different accounts he came in under, but he came in under nearly all of them, I'd say, at this stage. But yeah, that was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Uh, yeah, I think I loved the dragons that she did of Martin and Helen. They were the funniest, I think, of all. Hi, Sheila. Hiya, Sheila. Hello. Hello, chicken noodle.
Oh, well, I've had my
How are
brother.
you doing?
I was wanting to come up on panel, but then our my brother, come round. He's off work because he's brought two tours, carrying dog out for a crap. Would you believe? It's,
Jesus Christ. Hello, have we lost you? Hello. I think we've lost you, Sheila. Sheila, did you mute yourself?
hello.
Oh, you're there. I hear you now. You're back.
Do you know, it's my phone. It's really, really rubbish.
It could be
I
the
need a
signal.
new one. I have dropped it a few times though.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so he's off work, he popped round, totally unexpected, all his foot bandaged up. Because
Oh, gee.
his dog now is 17-year-old
Oh,
and it's been his life. And I mean, it's a gorgeous dog, but it's at that time of life when he struggles to walk and he won't have him
yeah.
put down or out like that. He says no. So he's carrying him in and he's carrying him out. And he
Yeah.
fell down carrying it out for the crap and broke
Oh.
his foot. Broke two toes.
Oh.
Uh,
The port. I used to have to do that with George, my dog. He was 17. He was a lab. We used to take turns and sleeping with him at night because he
yeah,
had a bit
well,
of
it's at that
dementia.
stage, but
Yeah.
it's, you know what it's like when you lose pets. He
Oh,
won't, he
don't.
won't, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But well,
Anyway,
anyway, getting back to the reason we're up here. What was? I'm sure you have loads of funny things that you remember, like as a mod on Bam's channel. What would
oh
be
God.
your top couple of ones?
Uh, well,
It's hard.
she did some epic dragons. She really, really did. One of the funniest ones was, I can remember, is dragging Mummy Ramblings when
Oh, that was
with Jimmy, when she's saying,
hilarious.
Jimmy, Jimmy, we don't need to rob a bank this week. I've got you too. That were a funny one.
And
Um,
Caroline, the 80s called, they want their hairdo back, they want their makeup back.
yeah.
That was very funny.
But like you were saying, we have met some really, really good people.
Yeah,
And it's nice that we've stayed together, a lot of us. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's just good to be able to talk to one another
Oh,
and
yeah.
go over his memories and all shit that's happened. Because
And
we were, just because we were mods, we were ostracized. There were people going round channel to channel saying Banner, she's one of Bam's mods.
oh,
For
yeah.
no fucking reason, you know what I mean? Especially
Mm.
Jura, the cunt. Sorry, Frida. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have words with Jor about that because I mean it's not up to her to tell anybody who to ban on anybody else's channel, and to do that I think is just unbelievable. Like I mean, talk about entitled or whatever. Like, you know, if it's not your channel, you don't have the right to tell anybody to ban anybody from channels. But worse again, if you listen to somebody else telling you to ban somebody from your channel,
I
like what
know.
does
Well,
that say about you? It
it
says that you're very
niggles
weak
me. It
minded.
niggles me because it's just recent, like it's come to niggle me again. I've
Okay.
been a subscriber to CJ for fucking years because I like a sense of humour. I
I
just
know, yeah.
do. And I watched that parody that she did, that critique of fucking Robbie's, other and our howling.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's really hard when you like somebody because you can't comment because you're
No.
blocked. But I remember when Jura snaked around fucking Kramer channels trying to, well, I used to call it Whispering Nun. And whenever she was there, I'd call her out because she doxed Bam. She doxed Bam for
She
eight
did.
months. She put her address on her.
Yeah.
She had a document on her channel post, on her community post, with all Bam's details on.
Yeah, she did.
And then she acts all holier than thou. So I used to call her out.
Yeah.
So if she were in like Gen X's or somebody creeping around crime channels, I'd just
Yeah.
say, hey, watch out. You don't know who you've got here. She's rape doxing. And block her. She's from Bam's. But they don't know what Jura's like. They don't know
Yeah.
that she's a snakey cunt. But yeah,
Yeah.
it pissed me out the other day because I was wanting to comment on Country Joe's, but cause Jura told her to block me ages ago. I've been blocked ever since, and there's a lot of places I'm blocked just because
Uh,
they'll say block them because they're part of BAMS, and they don't really know us. They don't know us
no,
as people. Do you know what I
no, they
mean? And
don't.
it's just freaking bad,
It's quite unfair,
wrong.
really. Like, it's quite unfair, and I don't know. I just think anybody who kind of goes on somebody else's word rather than how that person has treated you or been with you personally, you can't do that, really. Like, unless it's known that they're a proven git,
Well, it hasn't
But
stopped me watching her. I'm
no,
still
I
a
know, but she
fan.
is. But I mean,
Um,
I found CJ through you as well. That way. I
yeah.
mean, and I watched her thing on Robbie's, and I just cracked up laughing. I thought it was very funny. I mean, she did a really good job. I mean, her accent is so. I'm trying to figure out where her accent is from. I can't work
Oh,
it out.
she's from Scotland somewhere. She's Scottish, but she does. She likes Elvis, which is another good bonus because I like Elvis too.
Yeah,
And she
well,
used to do a lot of Elvis songs, impersonating and
oh
country. So that's where country. But she her impersonator, whereas a man. That's why it's got beard on her avatar.
well, okay,
Somebody outed her actually, and put her details out as well as they do. But no, but it's just a put on accent that she does every now and again. Though, when she's riled, a Scottish twang will come out. You'll
all right.
notice more you watch. But she's funny. She
When
really
she's
is
losing
funny.
the rag, it's really always when it comes out. Like my Dublin accent becomes really pronounced when I
Yeah,
get really angry. Hey, Salty, how you doing? Let me see who I haven't said hello to. Have I missed anybody else? Um, my bloody comment won't show. What comment won't show? Hang on a second. Let's
I'm
go back.
gonna try and look at chat, and I hope I don't kick my son off. But I'll have a
You
go.
won't. You won't kick yourself off. What did you miss? You
Um,
didn't really miss anything, Salty. I was just killing time till you got here, love. I'm only messing with you.
See, salt is one of good parts as well that happened while we're all BAMS mods
Yeah,
because her and Cassius has got together and we're all chuffed to bits about that.
I
Proper
know.
love story.
I know, I know, I know. And they what I really admire about them is that they kept it together and they kept themselves to themselves, like private. They kept their business private, and that must have been really hard. And I know Cass was saying it was really difficult because we were all such good friends and everything, but I kind of knew, just when he was saying that,
Mm.
talk to Salty every night, I was like, oh, do you? Oh, and a couple of other things he said, and I was like, those two are doing a line, definitely doing a line. But I didn't realize how serious it was, that way. And I was just so happy for the two of them. But they're not making these big declarations. They're buying houses in the countryside, and
Ugh,
yeah, and
no,
getting
I mean,
married. Fuck's sake.
are they married yet? Fucking.
No, they're not.
Ugh.
No, they're not. And I can't see them getting married either. Like, I
And
mean,
is she
it's
still believing his shit? That he's minted and fucking got a boat and all
probably.
that
Yeah,
crap.
probably. Yeah. Hey, Callie, how you doing? Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a wonderful love story. My Scottish
Ugh.
cracking, and it is a lovely love story. Absolutely, it is. Hey, Sharon, how's it going? It is a lovely love story, and I'm so 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 pleased for both of you because we all love Cassius and we all love you too, and I just couldn't put two nicer people together. It's just brilliant the way it worked out.
Yeah, we're all pleased.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's real. It's not like fucking what is it that they go on? That channel that's all sex and fucking what is it? Second Life. Oh,
Oh, that thing. Ugh,
grumpy
that's a cesspit.
bastards.
Has she
Yeah.
even got a ring yet? Well, I think she did get a ring, but it looked like something out of a lucky bag. But a lucky bag over here is like you put money into a little machine and a bag comes out, and it's a kind of a surprise what you get, and it's for kids. But like to me, she wears it on the wrong hand. Why is she wearing it on the right hand? Anytime I've seen her, it's on the right hand. I mean, all my life, my engagement ring's been on my left hand.
Well,
Same
I've
as,
never took notice. I've never. I don't like fucking scrutinising. Oh God.
well, it's not the fact that I was scrutinized, and she made it, when they got engaged, it was all in your face. And, she would pose, and the two of them posing, and their hand was right up in the camera, and you couldn't but see it, that way. And I think it was shared, and a few different people shared it. Anyway, that's how I kind
Well, it'll be
of
from fucking Timo or somewhere, won't it? It's not.
it.
It's not a fucking diamond, whatever it is.
Probably not. And whatever. Look at whatever floats your boat. I really don't give a shit. But it's just all the bollockology and the bullshit surrounding the whole, oh, we're getting married, we're buying a house, and yeah, no, you're not, love. You're going to be living in that council house until the day you die, unfortunately. Like, and he's not going to be living in the UK. He's going to be back and forward, and she will never be taken over to meet his family ever.
I know, isn't it weird?
It's so weird. Like,
I
I
mean, they
mean,
went to that cheap place in Salou. Honestly, that place that they went to, it has wild pigs on beach. And when I saw it, I couldn't stop fucking laughing because the one fucking pig on beach is but it does, it has wild pigs running on, and everybody complains about it, and then they rock up there like fucking typical.
well, I know Salou because I was there with my mum and like family when I was about 12, I think. And I know that part of Salou, and that's like way, 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 way down a certain part where we wouldn't go.
Well,
Basically.
certain times a year, it's actually cheaper to go abroad than live a week in UK.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like he's splashing out for her. You know
No,
what
I
I
know.
mean?
I know.
Well,
Yeah, it's kind of sad, really. I mean, I know. Look, we've all said our piece. We've all tried to put her right and whatever, but she's determined to follow this until the wheels fall off, and that's her own business. Leave her to it.
well, fuck knows how much longer they can go on with it.
Yeah, I
God.
know. Yeah. Well, the thing I'm worried, like, I mean, I'd have been worried about her on that beach with all the pigs, because I would have been saying that the
If you
pig farmer
Google
would have been
it, it
herding
will
her
tell you
off.
about the wild pigs on that beach
Yeah, the farmer would have been herding her with the rest of them. Come on, Miss Piggy. Come on.
with pig shit all over. Fucking hell.
Can you imagine Martin running after them? Let my girlfriend go.
Um,
Oh Lord. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, she really did roast them, though. In a good way, in the funniest way possible.
well, it's come back to bite a lot of them in arse now. I mean, she's been proven right about Scamber, and
Yeah.
and she did, because I mean, I don't know if y'all can remember, but there were months and months of lives that Bam did, and all she would go at what, like, Amber, fuck off, leave me alone, and it was over and over, all hassle that she was getting from her, and like taking her pictures of her kids off Facebook, and it went on for months.
Yeah.
So,
I
and
do.
now Amy and Granny Fanny have just said, "Oh yes, she used to go in on oats every night. It was like Whack-a-Troll. Can you remember?
I do.
They
I
were
do.
coming in, and
Yeah.
so yeah. But yes,
Yeah.
she deserves all she gets.
Yeah. I mean, like, she can deny it all she likes. Pissy pants. Another one.
Oh
Amber.
no, fucking dirty cow.
I mean, how embarrassing. Does she not look at her videos before she puts them up?
But
I
you'd
mean, how
feel
could you not?
it if
I
you were
know you
fucking
would.
wet. Sorry, but if it were damp down there, you'd know.
Yeah, but
You'd
maybe she's
know.
used to that, though. That's
Disgusting
probably
cow.
an ongoing thing, so it wouldn't mean nothing to
Mm,
her. Oh,
I know.
sorry.
Thought of it.
And she booted Skunk Cat. And actually, that was hilarious. That was the funniest thing ever. I mean, Sim seemed to think that they were like sisters at one stage, but like, Bam was talking to us about her behind. I'm looking. She did that about everybody, but the things that she said about Lonely Moni Simone,
I know. I know.
sake, like, You know,
No,
she wasn't fooled by her.
I've got voice clips. We all have. I've got screenshots, um, and I've found places where she's said block fucking scumcast and she's out of here. And it's August year before
Yeah,
that Scummy ever said that she'd left. You know what I mean? She'd already been booted a year, and we'd been told to block her.
yeah,
So, but I've got it all. But like at you and everybody else, we don't want to put it up there. We just it's not like I mean, fucking hell, she were a friend of hers at end of the day for a
yeah.
long time, and she's not here now. I'm not gonna out all the words in front of people. Do you know? I
No,
won't do that.
no, and neither will
But
I. You know.
just know this, fucking Loni Moni Simone, you weren't welcome. She didn't like you. None of us, what, God, we tolerated you for a short time and then we got your number and we fucked you off.
Yeah,
So,
true. Like you were always running with stories. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that kind of we start side eyeing you for, because you were always running with stories. You know, you could never come in and go, "Hi, how's it going? What
well,
would you?"
that's why I think she was possibly working with Chuff and that lot all along because she'd come in and try to derail chat. Can you remember? She used
Yeah,
to come in and say, "Have you seen what so and so's posted?" Just
yeah,
trying to stir up shit. And
that's
it
true.
riled her bam. And she was like
Yeah.
saying, "Fuck off, block
Well,
her."
that's true. Yeah, she did. She did, and that really used to bother Bam big time. Like, you know, she can't come in and just join in the fucking chat. Well, I don't fucking want her here. She'd go off on one. And then equally, the time that that other mental case, Alison Purcell, came in, and she
Oh,
was going on about, you know, the same kind of crap. Bam, bam, bam. I have Tinksy's information. I have all her bits and bobs, and she got kicked out for that as well because none of us wanted it.
no,
Do you
no.
know? And yet she thinks it's perfectly acceptable to go and do that, you know.
Well,
AGM,
she
hey,
came in as well, didn't she? And said about Chuff having relationships with students at that school that
she
she's
did.
interfering with, and we were like, "Well, prove it." You know what I
She
mean? Well,
absolutely
like,
did. Yeah, she did. She spread that everywhere. She spread it everywhere. And I know, I think myself and Kiss, I think it was Emerald Kenny's. I'm not entirely sure now. I'm nearly sure it was. We were told it. Well, I don't know. I can't remember. We're giving out about something else, and she came in and left a comment, and um I know myself and Kiss were the only ones at the time that said no, like publicly, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 minute. You know, okay, as much as we don't
well,
like her.
I did in chat on that very night when she said it because I thought, "Ouch, that's fucking."
Yeah,
I mean, you know, I can't stand Chuff.
no, I know that.
She'll always be a complete cunt for
Yeah,
doing what she did to me. She'll always be a complete cunt. Can't stand the cow.
yeah.
But when she come in and blamed her or accused her of that, I asked and I put it in chat, is the proof for it? Because you just don't go accusing people of stuff like that. You know what I mean?
No, you
Especially
absolutely
on
don't.
air.
No, you absolutely don't. Yeah, I fair play to you. Now you reminded me, you did, because you were saying, yeah, where's your proof? What did she say to that? I think she said, "Oh, I have proof, and I have his name, and this, that, and the other." She had nothing. It was all made up. Hey, Frida, how you doing? You
Mm.
know, but that was a really disgusting thing to say about anybody, you know, and as much as I don't like her, and I really don't like her, I can't fucking stand her. I can't stand any of them. I, the thing that I think that's what they don't understand about us, we still wouldn't wrong them in lies, you know.
No,
A
we
lie is
don't
a lie.
go as halfway down as low as them lot go.
No,
We've never phoned people's works or
no,
put private pictures up or sexualized them in video. We don't do that kind of. We might take piss at them because they deserve it. But they're all fucking weirdos, lot of them. But we don't do shit that they do.
no, no, we don't. And I'm glad we don't. Well, that was never our style anyway. You know, it wasn't. Was never our style. It was never our cup of tea. You know. But the thing that I think is still driving them all mad is they still don't know what happened.
Mm.
And I love it because they're never going to know, and like as Kiss said there in her life, like all our reasons were all very different, for
Well,
why we
all
left.
they've got to think of is a channel deteriorated because of health deteriorated, and
Exactly.
that's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. We all had our own private chats with her. And and that's all I'm going to say. And we did what we thought was best at the time. And yeah, we got lambasted for it. We got vilified for it. And you know what? That's fine if people want to
But
think
we
that way
still
about it.
do. Like
I know.
by people like fucking Jura, ban him.
Yeah.
She want to ban Smart. Fuck off.
Yeah, Jared, that's bad form now. That's really bad form. I don't like that. You're coming in and out my channel, and and that's fine. You're being respectful. That's fine. But I don't like the way you're speaking about my friend, and I don't like the way you're warning people about my friend, because Sheila is one of the nicest, kindest people that you'll ever come across on this
Well,
site.
it was she was going round drama channels when we got rid of her when she fucked off us lot.
Yeah,
They didn't know her, and she was just saying, "Oh, she's from Bam's Banner," and that's when Bedside Clown said she was being banned from yet another channel. I was pre-banned, pre-blocked everywhere
wow.
I fucking went, and it was because of Jura spreading shit.
Jura, I think you need to apologize. I really do. I think you need to apologize. And I think you need to have a little conversation with Country Joe and whoever else that you've influenced to block Sheila, because it's not right. It's childish and it's just
Well, I
ridiculous.
still watch. I mean, even when
I
you're
know you
blocked, you
do.
can still watch people who you like. But I don't like if I've pissed somebody off. I like to have it out with them, and they know exactly why I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Jura knows why I'm pissed off at her, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
didn't tell any others. You know what I
No.
mean? It was just blocker. She's part of BAMS.
Hey,
Fucking
YouTube
nasty
lady.
snaky cunt.
Well, that whole thing of Docs and Bam and leaving it up there for months on end. What was the point she was trying to make with that? Why do
Well,
that? Why do that to
well,
anybody?
I don't like talking about it, but I will. But I really don't want to.
Oh,
But
well,
it were
then
all
we'll
to
leave
do
it.
with that court case and Leslie, and they were
Oh,
trying
okay.
to prove that it did happen. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I've talked to Bam about it, but she's probably talked to you. Bam says, "Oh, it didn't." She didn't give a toss about YouTube. Once YouTube were off, she were on
Oh,
with
yeah.
family life, and so she totally ignored it. And when time came, she didn't even fucking go. But it's like she says, "Well, I'm winner. It's cost her like 10 grand. It cost me fuck all." And all judges tell them to do is leave one another alone, and that's all I wanted. And I
Yeah.
said, fine, if you're going to leave one another alone for a year and you've got that in
Yeah.
writing. She says, I class my son as a winner. I says, I understand. I totally fucking agree. And it ain't cost you a penny. Anyway, fucking Jura went and doxed her and put all details up on her channel. And it were on there for 8 months with her full name, a legal name, her address and
Oh my
everything.
God.
8 fucking months she had it on her channel post. I thought, you dirty fucking cunt, you.
And
You
I
know
thought
what I
these
mean?
people don't dox anybody, and I thought they don't do any of that kind of stuff. I thought these people don't, they were getting
Well, she talks
that.
as though she's fucking holier than thou and don't do. But she is. They don't know what a snake she is over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She went in as though she were like a saint and we were all bad bastards. But no,
Yeah, I
we
know.
don't do that kind of shit, Jura. You
No, we
fucking
don't.
lying, horrible, nasty cunt.
And even if I came across your information tomorrow, Jura, I still wouldn't do it. We're not built like that. We don't do those kind of things. Like, if we have something to say, we'll say it to your face. And you see, that's the part that you don't like, because we do have the balls to say it to your face. You
Well,
know?
I've noticed she's been dropping odd comment, you see, on your channel as well, and it
Yes.
fucking riles me because I know what a cunt
Yeah.
she is.
Well, you know me now. I'm not going to feed
So
trolls.
sorry,
I'll
Frida. I
wait.
keep saying that word. Really,
Yeah,
really
no, it's all
sorry.
right. Don't worry. I'm just gonna wait until anything is said, even sideways, and I'll have words. But I'm actually gonna have words with her a bit sooner than that, because I think that's just bullshit. Like what she's doing, going around telling other people to bar you from ban you from their channels. Like, I mean, you haven't done anything to any of these people.
No,
Like, you
no.
know. and actually you've supported them. You've driven traffic to their channels. Do you know that way? Like I wouldn't have, as I said, watched Country Joe only for, like you were saying, oh, she's really funny and you should watch her, and I did, but yeah. Oh, look, like, and COVID is right in what he says in a lot of things, not often, but he is right sometimes. I judge people on how they are with me and how they've treated me, you
Yeah.
know, personally, and if they've done really shitty things to me, or very close friends, and I've seen that it's been a really shitty thing they've done, well then that's it, we're done. But I try not to do that. I try and just kind of go from my own experience. And people should have enough brains in their head to do that themselves.
Well,
Hey, Jack, how you doing?
it's healthy to have
Oh,
it out. If you've got a problem with somebody, rag them, have it out with them. But when they start going real life and doxing, that's low life. That's
yeah.
proper fucking lower than shark shit.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of saying it. There's no need for doxing people. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Or eggplant, or whatever it is you're calling yourself these days. Or Frank, sorry, Frank. I'll get it right eventually. But there's no need to be doing all that shit. I mean, and as bad as Bam was, and she could be bad, she never did any of that shit. Not while I was on her
No,
channel.
I mean, I remember when it all went down with fucking Scamber, and that rant with Bam.
Yeah,
I was messaging Bam. Right, well, I bet a lot of us were. And I also went over to her channel to scam it, and I don't fucking can't stand her. Stinks of piss, fucking Gina cunt. But I went over and I asked her to take the comment down because it's fucking getting ridiculous now. You know what I mean? I just
yeah,
deleted it, and all her mods jumped on me. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And
yeah,
and were ragging me, and I was like, I'm trying to fucking stop it here. I'm trying to end it here. You're just keeping that comment up,
yeah,
not taking it down or deleting it. And we've asked you to, and Banwood kept saying, take it down, take it down.
yeah.
They
But
wanted to prolong it. It were
we
all their plan all along, and then to turn it into YouTube support child abuse were fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but you see,
Oh,
she was making money off that. I mean, anybody that was coming to her channel was like, "Oh, poor Amber," and she was making her few coins off that. So of course she's going to keep it up, and of course she's going to go around playing it. And personally, as I said before, if that was, well, no friend of mine would ever record somebody's rant like that about my child, But if
I
they
know.
did, they were going around YouTube playing it, we wouldn't be friends for very much longer, because they would be words I would never ever want repeated, and I'd never
No.
want anybody else to hear them ever again. You
Well, she
know,
posts it any chance she can. She'll repost it because that is all she's got.
I
She ain't
know.
got no else. It's just that is the content of her fucking life, and that's it.
It's kind of sad. That and pissy drawers.
Oof, fucking hell. Is it piss? It could have been jizz. It could have been
Oh,
oath.
Jesus. It could have been many, many things. Really? 33 and a third? I did it the special way for you. I didn't even pretend. I did it. I didn't do it the proper way, the posh way. 33 and a third. I'll do it 33 and a third. Is that good now? You happy? Will I do the London one? This is hilarious. My friend from London, she was over, and she was going on about three, three free 3 to 3 calls. And she's like, oh, you know what? I've got free to free calls. And I was like, you fucking what? She's like, I've got free to free calls. And I was like, you free. What the fuck are you talking about? So it seems that we both have issues with the number three in the UK and in Ireland. But I just thought that was funny. Free 3 to 3 calls, but it just came out as free to free to free. So it's weird. It is weird. I mean, YouTube doesn't really feel the same without her,
No,
But I
no.
would have, you know, I just wish her last year and a half or so. uh, could be expunged, because I don't think any of us really at the time realized how sick she was getting, you know. I mean, I knew she
Oh,
was
I
sick,
want
but
to
I
have
didn't
said a
think
year
that.
and a half. I've said last 6 months.
Oh, that was the
Last,
worst.
I mean, she used to come on late at night, and it used to be what I listened to in bed, to be honest, to send me to sleep. And then it got to a point that things were getting repeated, and
I know.
you silently, quietly, you just thought, I've had enough of this. You know what I mean? You were
I
like,
know.
you know.
I know. I mean, it's awful to admit, but I did used to, you know, I'd go in, I'd say hello to everybody, and then I'd pop out, and you know, I'd watch something else, and then I'd pop back
Well,
in.
that's it, because we
Uh,
have made some good friends.
yeah,
We have,
I
I
know.
mean, I'm really, really happy that we've all got places to go and still be together. When Kiss did her live and we all joined, and then yeah, then you have and Bedtime Clown. It's like different places that we can all be. Hey, are you up? Are you all right? But yeah,
Yeah, it's great that like there's a few of us going live, so we can all kind of stay in contact and catch up and whatever. Like, you know, I miss you. Yes, Frank needs to go live again because he's just one of those jokes. Remember the sitting there, dirty, filthy, stinking kipper.
oh, that was to Vlad, wasn't it?
Oh
Val.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh, what did she call Lego head? Hitler. What I mean
Well,
the
that's where I think she's gone. I think she's snaked away and she's growing out a Lego haircut. And she'll come back and it'll be like shoulder length, because we all took piss out of it. Fucking Hitler, wasn't it?
she'll have a Karen haircut when she comes back. She had a Karen haircut before she left, actually. Um, yeah, so that's the story. Yeah, I mean, Amber just walks herself into trouble left, right, and center. I mean, she just seems to. She's not able to kind of keep herself to herself or keep her mouth shut, you know. And then, like, her denials are even worse again. You know, it's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
I mean, I don't know really ins and outs of what's going off with her and Amy and that lot. I know it's to do with like and want shagger. Can you
Your
imagine?
laugh is brilliant.
Fucking you pay money on it to go over on a fucking aeroplane to meet somebody just for a fuck, and they turn you down. Oh my god.
Hey, baby,
But
look how you
no, I
feel.
know it's over that. But I don't know. I don't know Amy. I don't know that side. I'm just happy that she's
Yeah,
been fucking outed for being a dirty fucking ooh. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't get it on, but I heard. Now, I'm not saying this is true. I don't know, because you know the things that go around YouTube is can be absolute bullshit. But that the smell was
It
chronic.
was to do with smell.
Oh,
And he
oh,
didn't like what he saw. He was disgusted. So apparently she must look even worse in real life.
oh, Jesus!
So,
I was asking, um, is she?
sorry, Amazon delivery guy. I think
That's
it's
all right.
mini horse pipe.
I was asking people, what is, I know she has a child, but you know, is she a transgender woman? And listen, I have no problem with transgender people at all, at
Oh,
none.
Amber.
But I was just wondering, is
Well,
she,
she's got big hands and she's got a huge forehead and her feet. I never noticed her feet till Ida did that
yeah, the
fucking
boots?
video with Frankenstein with saying fucking boots on her forehead. I was howling.
I
But
know,
yeah, she
I know.
she's a weird creature. Weird.
And she's quite a square jaw. She's quite like a manly shaped face that maybe has had a little bit of feminine surgery or whatever. Like, but
I don't
I
think she
mean,
can afford out like that. No,
oh
but
wow.
I don't know because she's got a kid, so I think it is female, ugly but female. But yeah,
Yeah. Hang on, what did Brian say? The night we talked about smells, you remember about people. Oh God. Uh, like oh dear, dear, oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, who else? I mean, like it's hard to pin down like the funniest things that ever came out of Bam's mouth, because I mean there were so many of them. There really
Yeah.
was so many of them. Sometimes when she was put on her southern accent, uh, and she'd just start making up stories. That used to be hilarious.
But she'd go on for hours. She was
Oh,
totally natural at it.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, there ain't been anyone like her since. Do you know what I mean? There's been some good people that I enjoy watching, but no, she was talented at YouTube.
oh yeah.
Love her or hate her, she could hold an audience. She really
Oh yeah,
could.
yeah, absolutely. She was completely unique. You know, as I say, it's just sad. Like the last year of her life, she was obviously gone down the way she was, and I just yeah, it's just sad. It's sad. But it waits for all of us, doesn't it? Really, we're all going to kick the bucket at some stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. So let me see. Telling Wanky to take his fat gut and green tea. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Do you remember that when she was giving it about Frankie? Oh my god.
No,
Oh, she
no.
told him to take his fat gut and his green teeth and go and fuck off. Oh, yeah. I mean, as I said, she did have some serious roasts that were just absolutely comical. Like all you could do was laugh. I mean, there was times I couldn't even breathe. I was laughing so hard at the woman, the stuff she'd come out with. I was
Mm.
hoping some more of her ex mods might have come, because I would have loved to hear from people that were there longer than us. Some of the mad backstories that she had.
Mm. See, I found Bam's channel. This is going to sound fucking bad. But I were always into true crime, like most of us, and watching
Mm.
out crime and serial killers. And then one day I found fucking AD dinner.
Oh,
Buffed.
same.
I know.
Yeah.
And he was sat in his cafe or wherever it was with his clock behind him. And he was just rambling on like an old man. And I thought, well, he's entertaining, like you do. And
Yeah.
he's trying. You know what I mean? I thought,
I listen for
encourage
a bit.
him,
Yeah.
subscribe to him. And then he fucking turned weird, didn't he? I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
found Bam because she were calling him out. I
Yes.
thought,
Yeah.
yeah. But what did me with him what shadows bit, because when he went and I thought they're not fucking shadows. You know what I mean? That they're kids. That's last sight that you'll see at kids. Stop calling them fucking shadows. And
Yeah.
it riled me how we were like glorifying seeing these shadows, and I was like, no, that's enough. Fuck off.
But it
He
wasn't even
turned
him.
then.
It
It went
wasn't.
to his head as though he'd done a big discovery thing. You know what I mean?
I know, but it wasn't even him that discovered it. I can't remember the girl's name now that discovered them, but she's dead now, bless her. Um, and I remember
Uh,
I
is
remember
it
talking to
is
her
it
on.
Dawn? Dawn?
No, I don't think so. I know if it came up against
Betty?
her name,
I don't know.
I can't. I honestly can't
Well,
think.
it was someone else, but he took glory, didn't he? Because he used her information that she'd
Yeah,
posted. But
yeah.
apparently, as well, at the same time, Bam and Cindy M, also had found it and were emailing and and corresponding with law enforcement at that side. But they were told to keep quiet. And that's what
Oh,
pissed Bam off because he went live with it.
oh
So
yes,
so that were a big thing, ding dong between them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were told to keep quiet. They were told not to mention it or bring up any of the details or whatever. And then, I think Bam was quite right to divulge then, because it was all out there.
It were
He'd,
all right already, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'd already divulged. Yeah, I'd love to know how he got his hands on all of that. I missed a lot of that. I wasn't really around for a lot of that kind of
Well,
stuff.
he had a Facebook group and different, off YouTube chats with his moderators, and someone found and discovered or saw it and emailed him and said, have you noticed this? And then he totally blocked her and blanked her and claimed it as his own discovery. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
he used to call Bam and her channel the YouTube Grannies or something. And I was always wondering who he was talking about. And it was only really when I had the falling out with Helen and Tinksy and things like that, when that all came to a shite stopping end, that I kind of heard about Bam's channel. And so I went over, and that night I was really upset because it.
That's it, you see. Sometimes a channel or a group of people will call out someone and then you'll go
Yeah,
and investigate. You say and think,
yeah,
this is
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if everybody's hating on this person, I want to know why. I mean, what's
yeah,
so wrong about them? Like, what are they doing that's so terrible? Yeah, exactly like yourself. Just want to go and sort of discover for myself rather than have somebody tell me.
yeah. Well, at
Um,
minute there's all this shit going off with this Nikki woman, and I don't know this Nikki woman at all.
I don't
But
know her either.
between Granny Fanny and Amy and fucking Amber, and they're calling out this darling Nikki.
I
And I
know.
thought, I'm going to check it out. So I checked it out this morning, only this morning. I thought, I'll find a channel. Went and had a look, and she sat on panel doing a live stream, trawling through somebody's Facebook live on air
Oh
and
wow,
describing for. And I thought, like, fucking hell, has it got this bad? Has things got this low? But
wow,
apparently, she's also contacted somebody's partner and the work and all sorts of that's kind of shit. No
uh,
way.
yeah. That's not on at all. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people. I don't know. Earning money off YouTube the way some people are is disgusting. I think it's really really disgusting because all they're doing is they're inventing all this shit. They're doing all this shit just to get clicks, likes, views, and PayPal's. You know, and it's just embarrassing. I'm mortified for
It's
half.
not that until somebody does it to you. I mean,
And
people
that's
sit at home and say, "Oh, rotten cow." Imagine that when it's done to you, it fucking does really affect you.
yeah, it does.
Fucking does.
Yeah. That's
Bad.
right. YouTube lady just got the name there. Diane Hughes. You're right. That's exactly
Diane,
who
that
it
were
was.
it. Yeah, Diane.
Yeah, bless her. And I remember I was the first one she told because I was in Martin's chat or somebody's chat, and that must have been Martin's chat, watching a video or whatever, or was it, what's his name, the Australian guy's name, the Outback
Oh,
Outlaw guy. And she was saying that she was booted from AD's channel, and I said, "Oh God, what happened?" And she said, "Well, I found something that was a bit of an anomaly, and I sent it to him, and I never heard anything back, and now he's claiming it's his." And I was like, "Oh, that's really weird." And then I think I went and I told Martin. I said, "I have this lady here." I said, "She's been treated really badly," and he said, "Oh, who is she?" And I put them in contact with each other, and then it all sort of blew up from there. But yeah, I remember her. She was a lovely girl, bless her. She was a lovely lady. She
I,
really was.
I, I don't know her at all. I really
I only
don't.
spoke to her a few times, to be fair. I only spoke to her a few times, but the few times I did speak to her, when I say speak to her, I mean typed, in chat. I never actually spoke to her on the phone, but the few times I interacted with her, I should say, she seemed like a really lovely person. And I think
Mm,
she had given AD quite a few quid, and I think she was really hurt and
yeah.
upset the way he treated her, which she'd every right to be.
What's happening with court case? Does anybody know?
I
Not
don't
heard
know.
fuck all.
No, I don't know. I do see people saying, "Oh, there's stuff happening. There's stuff happening for the past how many years? 5 years, 6 years. I don't know. It's just bullshit. Like what they're going to end up with is nothing. That's what they're going to end
No.
up with. Because the man hasn't got anything. He's a chronic gambler. He's an alcoholic, and God knows what else he spends his money on. I don't want to even speculate. So the man hasn't got fucking shilling, and you would know that if you knew anybody who had like an addiction into gambling and all that. um yeah, he might like flashy clothes, he might buy them now and again, but I'd say that's to the extent of where he spends his money.
Mm.
you know.
It's funny though. I think everyone who, because a few people did stream his caught, didn't they, at the beginning? And I think they've been told to keep it off YouTube or not discuss it because nobody knows how.
No.
But I think Judge must be pissed off with it all and think what a load of shite this is.
Well, it is, but like I think we can all probably say thanks again to Linda, because didn't she kind of torment other people, that were involved in true crime, like their families were involved in cases, and um,
Yeah, it's come
yeah,
to light. Granny
yeah,
Fanny has said
uh-huh,
that she was instigated to getting critical case channel
yeah,
removed and it's cost her like 30 grand and lost her income. She's
yeah,
also on a new case that Granny's watching were airing and discussing, and she's spragged on Granny's watching. So she's meddling in background all time, contacting people
yeah.
with dead
I know,
relatives and victims and stirring shit.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But like, why would you contact a family with all of the negativity about maybe a husband or a wife or a child, mother, sister, brother, whoever,
Weird,
and
freaky fucking people. That's all.
oh, you should sue these people, you should sue these people. In America, everybody has the right to free speech, as far as I know. I mean, and if they're speculating isn't fact. So they're not saying as fact this is what happened. In their opinion, you
Mm.
know, I still don't see how they can they can sue them for having an opinion.
I don't either. I mean, that's what people do. YouTubers on true crime, they'll get a case and they'll talk about it, all
Yeah,
ins and outs and different scenarios. And that's what they do.
yeah.
That's what it.
But you're
Whether
like,
they stop that in future, but that's how it is, and it's ongoing.
yeah, but you're like, how many TV shows or TV movies or whatever have been made about like all sorts of crimes over the years? Like, just say Jack the Ripper for one. There's been
Mm.
hundreds of different movies and documentaries and whatever made about him. Ted Bundy's another one. John Wayne Gacy. Like there's endless documentaries and
Yeah,
shows
and I mean,
about
and
them.
it's all over TV. They've just
Yeah,
uploaded on Netflix about Gabby Petito, haven't they? I
yeah,
mean, how can you stop people speculating, discussing, and picking apart crimes?
yeah.
You just can't. It's
No,
going to be a forever thing. People will and
yeah.
discuss the ins and outs.
And I bet you one thing. I bet you, hi Cindy, how you doing? And I bet you that Gabby Petito's family haven't made a red cent out of Netflix. And if there was money offered, I'd say it went straight to the foundation that they started for Gabby. You know,
Yeah, they handled it totally differently, didn't they?
they handled it with
Really,
class.
really well. Yeah.
They handled it with class. You know, the worst thing I think anybody can do is, and I've said it from day one when all this started, I said, obviously they can be on social media, it's their right, but they need a management team to manage their social media accounts for them. So they're not getting involved in,
I know, but they've got people
micromanaging.
like, well, they had people like Bell stirring shit to get them to YouTube. Then Martin Dian, oh, I'll do a fund now. What did he say? Because I've still got that screenshot.
Oh,
He
God.
will, he'll donate to fund or something to get it all in court. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's them. They've
Monopoly.
listened to totally wrong people.
I know. But like there should be some sort of um body that the police can put you in touch with, especially for a huge, how you doing, Granny Fanny, especially for a huge sort of crime that literally has gone worldwide. And there should be some sort of body that the guards or the police can say, listen, contact them, because you're going to be tormented. Social media, Facebook, YouTube, they're all going to be wanting to talk to you, they're all going to be wanting interviews. These people will take care of all of that and keep you away from it, that way, unless it's the news, the
Yeah.
actual news or whatever, that people do want to interview you about. That I can understand. But who the fuck are these people on YouTube? They're nobody at the end of the day. I mean, I like YouTube, and there's a few people that I watch, and that's fine, but like, they're just on YouTube. It's they haven't like they haven't made it huge or big, and they're not in the world of TV and film. You know what I mean? They're just YouTubers, and that, and that's fine. But oh, I don't know. They think that they're. I think some people really do think they're famous. You know?
To do it goes to their heads, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know they get a few thousand or maybe even a few 100,000 subs, and all of a sudden they think they're famous. And yeah, okay, they're earning good money, and that's great. Good luck to them. I've no issues with that, but it's the attitude. They think that they've God-given right to go up to somebody's house and start screaming and shouting at people like Molly Golightly did. You know,
Mm. I
uh,
mean,
uh,
I only wanted a channel for a voice. You know what I mean? Because I get getting blocked every fucking year. So I just wanted a channel for a voice, but I never will and never have classed myself as a YouTuber because I'm not. It's
yeah.
just if somebody says any shit about me or my friends, I'll call them out, and it's just a voice. But I mean, it must be my fifth channel with fucking stink fat and
Stink fart and the flying cockroach or the flying
you know what
STD.
I mean? It's because if they do out bad, I'll not just sit and let it. I'll call them out on it. So they
No,
don't like the truth. So
I
then they'll
thought
block my channel
so.
and
I'm just
mass
reading
report
Granny
it.
Granny here. He's making me laugh. Hi, you six. Wait a second. Are you saying I'm not a big star? No, I thought being on me on YouTube means you're famous.
It was like Space Monster other week. You know when we were trying to tell her that Green Eyes is not Deadly Queens.
I know.
I went in her channel and I commented and I put, I'm not trolling. Green Eyes is not for. Oh, block straight away. I thought, cunts blocked me. She just won't have it. But that's when you and Cassius went up there. I thought, and I were backstage a good 20 minutes and you were saying Sheila's backstage. She wouldn't have me up. And then she's saying, yes, but you're a banner vader. I'm like, I'm a banner vader because of fucking Bell End and all them cunts. You know what I mean?
I know. I know. But I mean,
You're abusive.
it
Yeah,
was
I
very
swear.
hard to
But
keep
you've just
it was
called
very
somebody a
hard to
cunt live on air.
keep me cool, because she kept saying, if I'm wrong I'll admit it, and if I'm wrong I'll admit it. And even Amy was like, you're wrong. you know she was
She
told she
won't.
was
She won't
wrong, I don't
admit
know how
fuck
many
all.
times. And oh god, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Oh, that's
you.
okay. I thought it just said it was having problems connecting. But
Mhm.
Amy told her she was wrong, we told her she was wrong, and but it just wasn't going in. I was like, Jesus, what do we have to do or say? Like, I mean, they're two very, very different people. I know the woman that she thinks she was, and it's definitely not her, you know?
I know. You just can't reason or tell some folks. You just can't.
I know, and it's like it's just it's just silly. And she was like, "This is the way I track people," and I said, "Okay." So I went and I had a look, and I thought maybe the URLs might have been the same or whatever, whatever. There was
None of it was same, were
nothing,
it? Nothing.
nothing.
No.
And I still don't understand how she would say that was tracking somebody, because there was nothing that correlated to anything. It was all just it was
Just a
all,
picture of Green Eyes that Green Eyes is
I know,
used as their avatar.
I know.
I mean, look at Brian now. He's using an avatar of a sprout. Everybody can use different pictures. It's like fucking get real.
I know. I know. I mean, but I mean, I think I still have to find out who said it. I think it was on my live. Somebody said Simcast looked like a sprout with eyes. That was
She
the
she has
funniest thing.
got that wide-eyed look, hasn't she? You know,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is.
vacant look.
She has. Yeah, there's nothing there. Nobody's there. Nobody's home.
And I mean, I don't like looking at a channel because her content is just fucking bam, isn't it? To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
So I don't like looking, but her comment, oh, she's got some weird freaks in her comments. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, oh,
But she's a bit. I mean, she's odd herself. She is odd. She's
it's like
weird.
fucking 10-year-old texting in a classroom. Oh,
I know, yeah. I mean, Hottie Scotty, don't make me vomit. Like, ugh. Can you imagine the smell of him?
Ugh.
Jesus Christ. Stale cigarettes. When did he last wash himself? Oh my God. When did he last change his jocks? Yuck, yuck, and
No,
yuck.
there's something wrong with him because all his music and his artwork is sexual. It's fucking, it's perverted. There's something not right with him.
I know, that's all
It's
he ever goes on about, isn't it? Really? Hey,
mm,
Rosie, how you doing, chicken? That's all he ever goes on about is, but it was the thing with the John Bonnet, that little girl that was murdered in her home, like raping her and all sorts.
yeah,
The
yeah,
guy is fucking
fucking
disturbed. Who
sick,
would even say that? Like,
sick.
I don't even know who would even say that. So now I'm delighted when I think back that when he did come on bombs that night, he got fucking torn.
Because he's a weirdo and he looks like a fucking weirdo.
I
And
know,
all his content is weird, sick, freaky shit.
I
You
know.
know what
And
I mean?
he's
Ugh.
sitting there smoking his nut off morning, noon, and night, and
Yeah,
then
but he dropped his pants and he's shagging AD's face
I
on
know,
air. I'm
I know.
like, fucking. Then he posts his other channels that's all songs about sex and killing people. And I'm like, oh my, there's something wrong with his head. There really is something wrong with his head.
Yeah, I know, I know. He's a very twisted guy, and yet he tells people
But
that.
Chuff and Deanne, fucking hell.
Well, they
But they're
found.
weird freaks. They're fucking weird
That's
freaks.
what I'm
They all
saying. They
stick
found like.
together, all weird, twisted people.
I know, I know, I know. But yeah, I'll never forget Bam though saying that, you think I'm bad these days, not fucking eat you alive. I'm famous for my saggy knockers. Oh, hello, Simone. Yes, you are famous for your saggy knockers.
You want to put some knickers on, you dirty cunt?
You need a
Fucking hell.
support bra, love.
Sorry,
I
Frida.
think her channel is just really advertising for her OnlyFans channel, I think. Not
Well,
that
it
I know
has
that she
been
has one.
said that she was previously, I don't know because it's only hearsay, that she has been an escort in the past. And if you look at her pictures that she keeps copying and pasting, they're all boobs, ass, and I think it's from a portfolio that she must have had up.
Oh,
You know what
oh,
I mean? And if you look under a telly, there's a fucking rampant rabbit in a box under a telly. Fucking, there is. There
oh
fucking
my God. But the rest of her house must be a shithole because she only takes the one picture of her tiny little square of a sitting room. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? And she's constantly putting collages over different pictures. It just looks ridiculous. I wouldn't bother. If I wasn't happy enough with my home to be able to show, I wouldn't be posting any pictures of it. As you all know, I posted a picture of my house because I posted somebody else's picture of their house. And I just thought, well, you know what? In fairness, if I'll do it to you, I'll do it to myself. So there'd be no whinging about it. So,
mm.
I wouldn't be posting the inside of my house. It's not for YouTube. It's private. It's your private space.
I don't think she don't know the word private or privacy. She's fucking all out there.
Yeah,
Everything hanging. Oof.
yeah. I mean, there was one picture she posted that she had no knickers on.
I know.
What was that
I
about?
know. Online on YouTube, posting a bare ass photo with no fucking knickers on.
I know.
Oof.
Was she aware? At
Well,
least a
no, because she
portfolio.
clipped it. Well, she clipped it down. And went, oops. Fuck
Yeah.
off. She's touting for customers. That's all she's doing.
And
And then
who's
she gets
taking
all
the picture?
weirdos
I'd
texting
like
her.
to know who's taking the pictures of her mother, because that's the only person that she ever seems to be with or hanging out with. Like, she doesn't seem to have any actual real life friends.
Mm.
I think that's kind of sad. And I thought maybe that's why her behavior was so childish and weird online, because
Well,
maybe she had mental issues and she just didn't get
probably because
out. You
Bam
know?
did refer to her as Lonely Moni Simone, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
So she knows she was lonely and fucking
yeah.
all is moaning.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're all on here for our own reasons. Do you know that way? We're all on here for one reason or another. I get bored easy, and I like waffling. And I love catching up with my friends. So yeah, that's me. I like being on here, and as I say, I love catching up with my friends. Oh, hang on a second. Maybe she had a damp patch, so ditched the kegs. Oh God, another one with damp patches. Sorry, I could only stay for a few minutes. It's a busy day here. Absolutely love seeing my dear loved ones here, and I'll be back. Lovely to see you, Cindy, and come back anytime, darling. You're always welcome. It's great to see you.
Oh, is that Cindy M, Bam's
It
friend?
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, Cindy.
I know. It's lovely to see her. But, come back anytime, darling. You're always welcome. I think she was setting up the camera herself. Well, she'd kind of want to be because it was embarrassing to think that anybody would be taking those pictures of you. Like, Jesus Christ. How could, I mean, and it's the faces that she makes. It's all very come hither, It really is. They're all very sort of come hither and with the boobs. I don't get it. If
I
it's
know.
for YouTube, especially, and if you want to talk about, different things going on in pop culture or crime or whatever, why flash your boobs? It doesn't make sense. Or your ass. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense.
Mm. When I were in Bam's chat and we were on about boobs and shit like that, because Bam used to always talk about a figure and things like that, and who looks lovely, long legs and all this. And I used to always say, well, I'm flat chested, but I've got amazing nipples. I used to always say it because I didn't want people knowing what I looked like and whether I got a bust or not. You know what I mean? Because you were on about, well, I'm this size. I'm like, well, I ain't got note. I've got fuck all, but I've got amazing nipples. And then Deanne fucking nicked me picture, didn't he, and put it up. The
He's a perv.
fucking pervy. And for months, they were perving over my tits. And
I,
fucking stink farts made videos about me boobs.
yeah. Paula, hi, welcome, Paula. How you doing? Good morning, love from Pensacola. I got another grandkid yesterday. £9, 7 ounces.
Ooh.
Oh, and her name is Alice. Oh, congratulations, Paula. That's fantastic. And both mommy and baby are safe and sound. That's what we like to hear. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Paula. Well done, love.
And was there somebody else? I miss Brianna. How you doing, Brianna? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, and I'm trying to chat at the same time, which is I'm not a great multitasker. I'll be honest. But what were we saying there, Sheila? You'll have to remind me.
I don't know. I think it was about my nipples, but we'll go by.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I do definitely. I have a big chest. I've always had a big chest, even from the time I was very, very, very young. Like I was in a bra at 10. I big boobs,
See, we're
and
on to boob sizes again now.
I know. I But I mean, how do you know if you've got amazing nipples? I don't know. I don't be looking at
Well,
anybody
it was
else's
just, I just used to
nipples.
say it because everybody were on about the boobs, and I thought, I don't
Oh,
want people knowing. I'll just say I've got amazing nipples.
I love it. What's this? How old is she? She says she's young, but she looks well into her 40s. Those pictures are old. I mean, you can tell by the way they're so grainy and everything. If they were new or anyway, relatively recent pictures, they'd be far better quality. And
No,
when
the
she,
same ones that she keeps posting over and over.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
don't know. I just think she is sad and lonely. She must be.
Yeah, but I mean, working as an escort, if she did, not saying she did, I don't know. I
Oh,
mean,
if she did, she did, but she's using the same photographs as a portfolio.
yeah, yeah, you should keep those pictures separate, babe, and definitely don't be putting them on YouTube because I mean, it's it's really not making you look very good. And if you were trying to be a serious YouTuber, which I think you were at one stage, it's really not the look you should be going for. Really, it's not. Oh Jesus, I mean, fuck, I'd die if I had pictures like that of me, I'd die. I mean, even just
Mm.
privately in a phone, I'd fucking die. Do you know what I mean? There wouldn't be any photographs of me like that. That's
Well, look at Chuff. Fucking, she live streamed from a bath, didn't she?
oh yeah,
Naked in bath. Fucking hell. And then she had community post rolling about naked in bed. Right, fucking hell. And then it come out about the Met on Second Life, which is fucking, it's porn. It's just filth and sex sites and hookups and fucking paedophile gangs in there.
yeah,
And then she met fucking Diane, didn't she? It's just, it says it all. What weird freaks.
yeah. I don't know enough about Second Life because what I heard about it, it was
Just, if you, it's all over YouTube. If you Google sex on Second Life,
ugh.
it'll blow
No,
your mind.
yeah, no, I don't really want to. I'm not interested. But what I have seen, from videos on YouTube, it's just a cesspit. I mean, there seems to be so many pedophiles on there.
Mm.
And like, why would you want to be associated with a site that has nothing but pedophiles? No, I'm sure there's loads on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but I'm sure there's loads on YouTube as well. They're everywhere. What can you do? But I mean, that is prolific for pedophiles and all that kind of thing. It's just, yeah, it's sleazy. It wouldn't be me. Simone, I can't take her seriously. She doesn't even know what a podcast is. No, she doesn't know what a podcast is. She hasn't got a clue what a podcast is. She calls her uploads, a podcast. It's not a podcast. But however, we'll let her figure that out. She should Google it. Simone's second life is a knocking shop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Terry says he can save her. Sorry, Frank. Shit, I'll get your name right one at some stage. You can save her. Oh, well, I wish you luck. I really do wish you luck. I think the moaning would probably wear you down after a while, but maybe not. Yeah, oh,
I
I don't know.
do.
There's been very, very, very many very, very funny things that I was thinking about earlier on, and now they just seem to have eluded me. You know,
Me too. But I mean, yeah, we did all come together and we had some good times on some amazing fucking laughs on that channel. We really, really did.
I know, I know. She was definitely unique, and there won't be another one like her. Um, Sorry about how it all kind of ended up, but I'm glad that I'm glad I met her. I'm glad that we all met each other, and yeah, very grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So that's my story. She's a pick me. She is. She really is a pick me. Well, the thing is, she can't seem to stand on her own 2 feet on YouTube. She's always hiding behind somebody's skirt. In the beginning, I kind of spoke to her first because I can't remember now. She'd said something about BAM and the Rusex, and I said, well, the Rusex have enough people, looking after them, or I'm gonna side with BAM, whatever. And so she was over into BAMs and what have you, and yeah, I mean, she'd have a go at the rest of them, but would go running back to us and to BAM, like, oh, they said this and they said that, and
Stirring shit.
yeah, but she would
But
never face
same
it
as
herself.
Ali Fingal did.
Mm,
She come in saying what them and then run back to them. So in my head, they've always been part of them, like spies, double dipping for
yeah.
info and shit and running back.
Well, that's what Tinksy tried to do until I caught her
Yes,
on
she
Kiss.
did.
Do you remember? Hey,
Yeah.
Pain. She was Eve deceived. Now, I mean, how or why she thought we'd all know who she was is beyond me. Because none of us ever went to her channel. We didn't like her. Why would we go to her channel or know?
Well, I went to a channel once, reported, and got 20 videos took down, and they were all of me dancing with my tits out and
Oh, that's horrible.
fucking. But no, we don't bother. We're
No,
fucking retards and rejects.
yeah, they are the rejects of YouTube, and that's just the short and long of it. It would have been funny if Simone wants to come up and tell us all about our OnlyFans channel. That would be interesting. What's with those two rugs on the top of each other? Is that a thing? The two rugs. Oh, on Lonely Moni Simone's house. I don't know. There's. I noticed that myself, and I thought that
Have you have
you're
you noticed rampant rabbit under telly?
the. She's got. It looks like there's two rugs on top of each other, or else it's just the design of the rug. I don't know, but it's. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's probably her take on being artistic or something. I don't know. I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. But yeah, she's the rampant rabbit under the TV. I mean, I think she does some of these things on purpose. I really do.
Weirdo.
I know, I know. Jesus, I'm scarlet for our ma for having her. Really, like, do you know? Oh God, can you imagine our ma? Seriously, it doesn't look right. No, it doesn't look right. I agree with you. It looks a bit weird. I had to do a double take once as well, and I was like, "Is that? Am I seeing two carp? What the fuck is that?" Oh Lord, and it's there quite a while now. I think yeah, she just keeps using the same pictures over and over and over. Like nobody's interested. Just any kind of thumbnail will do. Nobody's interested in looking at your house. Like it's that little tiny square that she has. I know it's just this little tiny tiny square. The TV and
Well,
what?
it's a flat. She lives in a little flat, doesn't she? But then she'll put pictures up. Look at my family home where I grew up in. Blurty, blurty. She might have done, but it were her parents that provided it. She ain't provided it. And then
No,
she'll go on about, well, my relatives have got land in Kingsland in Jamaica. It's your relatives. It's not fucking you. Well, you're going to inherit it.
I know.
No.
I know.
She's got fuck all and done naught for us then, but then she'll go back on. Well, look what they used to have.
Oh God, what do you look at? Yeah, as my granddad used to always say, bread on another man's table never fed my family. It doesn't matter if they're relatives or if they're whatever, whatever. If they're the millionaires, they're the millionaires.
Yeah,
You're not a millionaire by proxy because your cousins are or your auntie or your uncle are.
no,
Not
she's
how it
got fuck all
works.
herself, but
Yeah,
then
I
talks about
know.
all the family having all this wealth.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a ridiculous thing to come out with. Like, I have an uncle. Well, he's passed now, but he was a millionaire. He had a meat company in Dublin, and he supplied all the hotels and whatever.
Mm.
But he's passed, and my
I've
auntie.
got an uncle in
Oh,
Belgium called Alphonse. Oof, called Alphonse. I call him Fonzo, and he's got a chocolate factory.
oh
But he's got
wow!
nothing to do with me. He just sends chocolates at Christmas and that's it. But his
Oh, that's
money's not my money.
yeah. No, I know exactly, and nor was my uncle and auntie's money my money either. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I always found that a weird thing to say, oh, my auntie's a millionaire. I'm like, and how does and what does that get you? Nothing. Absolutely
No.
nothing, for sake. Oh, I don't know. It's going back to that schoolyard kind of behavior again, isn't it? Like, the same kind of bullshit as
That's what I
kids
mean.
in
She's
school.
she's like 10 in her head.
Why is her rabbit under the TV? Does she get off while making her podcasts? Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Simone.
this is another thing why I think that yes, possibly, probably, more than likely, she has been an escort or OnlyFans and her poses and her pictures and rabbit under telly. It's like she's touting.
Oh, oh God. I don't even want to, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Hey, Lady Stardust, how you doing? Yeah, that's kind of gross. But yeah, I mean, she sexualizes herself very much so for YouTube.
Hmm.
And she likes to say to everybody that she's a relatively young woman, and I'm sorry, love, but you're not. You really aren't. You're not in your 20s, you're not in your 30s, you're probably in your 40s, you're probably actually near enough to my age, and you're still single, and and you've an unsuccessful life. That's just depressing. Yeah, don't blame you, like staying in your little square apartment and dreaming up a life that you don't have.
I
Well,
don't think she would. She can't have got a job. She just cuts out pictures from magazines, don't she, for her food and shit like that.
oh,
But
yeah,
no.
wasn't, but didn't she say she used to send pictures? of her food into magazines.
Well, she still cuts them out and posts them because I've noticed a lot of times different plates. Nobody has 12 dozen different plates that sets of cutlery, different backgrounds for a countertop sink kitchen, different tables. None of them's hers in that little fucking flat.
Yeah.
She ain't got that much cutlery, crockery, and fucking worktops. No way.
What does Kiss say? She's past her sell by date with nothing done, nothing achieved, nothing. Yeah, I know. It's true. It is true, you know. And if she was only a little bit smarter, um, she probably would have got on really well on here. Like, but she's not. So, Rebel, how you doing, Rebel? Sharon, I said hi, didn't I? I can't remember now if I said hello to people are not coming in. Hey, Paula. Yeah, so it I don't know. I mean, she would be the very first one to say, "Oh, you know, Sheila's sexualizing herself," or you know, Wiccan's sexualizing herself with her pictures on YouTube. But then you go and look at hers, and it's all tits and ass.
No, I mean, my Facebook was deleted when I went to work for DWP. They just advised us all if you've got any social media, to privatize everything. And I thought, I'm gonna fucking deactivate it because she
Yeah.
said you will get people follow you home. You're not allowed to wear your badge. You know,
Oh,
like DWP benefits.
yeah, yeah,
You'll get people like following you and just don't. You're not allowed to because it's like government office, civil
yeah.
service. Deactivated, and it was deactivated, I'd say 18 months, not quite 2 years. And then Deanne found them pictures and posted them and
Oh, gee.
video all about me boobs and shit. And then she like, "Oh, well, I phoned her work and I've reported her. Fuck off."
Yeah, yeah, she did know ours. But like, I'm sorry, if my boyfriend was making videos about another woman's boobs, I'd be having a very fucking serious conversation with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you doing making a video about another woman? You can make videos about her without mentioning her boobs. Do you know? I wouldn't be very impressed with that.
Yeah, I mean, all I used to do was look on Google and get pictures of hippos and make up videos with hippos because she was like a fucking hippo wallowing in bath,
Oh
calling
God,
her out and using her own. I'd use her own, what she'd posted, her own
I know.
videos, her singing. I won't
Oh,
go delving into people's life for private shit, and I
no,
never have.
no, no. None of us have. Like anything that we've ever used is out there. You
Hmm.
know, none of us have ever gone. I mean, I've no time for going fucking dicking. I wouldn't know where to start anyway. I just don't have the fucking time for it. Like, or you know. But yeah, these people obviously have endless amounts of time on their hands. Yeah.
Just fucking dirty low lives. But then they'll have a channel and it'll be like Sunday for the soul, as though she's fucking high and mighty. Right, fuck off. I mean, people did contact me about her and tell me all about her upbringing and everything. So I
I,
do know her life, but I never asked for it. It was like, oh, have you got a problem with it? Here's this and here's this shit.
oh
So I
wow.
know all about her, but she has herself told people that in a desperate times, when she was young, still at home, before internet, even on free serve, and well, before free serve, she used to do chat lines all hours at night, phoning people up from her
What?
mothers. Chuff did. You know these chat lines on a night, and a man
What like
found out
the
that she were
sex
ringing people on the night. And then after that, she'd invite people over to her flat that she'd never met online, and she'd be waiting for them in flat blindfolded. There's all sorts of shit coming. Kids were warned about her at school to stay away from her because there was something wrong with her. She was so
one?
man
Oh my
hungry.
God.
So
Gee.
there's all sorts of shit come out about her, but I never went digging or looked for any of it. It's what everybody said that they know about her. And a lot of it, truly believe it because it's either her ex-partners said things or people that she's been to school with and know her in the
Yeah.
same village. So
Yeah. I
fucking
love the way
she's
they can have one
she's no
personality.
Sundays for the soul, that one.
Yeah, I love the way they can have one personality. They try and pass themselves off as this one particular person when in reality it's very, very different, you know.
Yeah.
I'm the very same person on here as I am at home. You know, there is no difference. I'm the very fucking same person, like, you know.
No.
But yeah, I don't understand changing yourself so much. It's just it's really false. It's again, it's just bullshit and fakery. But do you know what made me laugh a while back? I got a message. You know, I support Palestinian people. Always have, always will. Won't get into politics now because that's another kettle of fish. But
I don't support any of them, me. It's no, it's like, let them get on with it. But I
yeah,
don't want no more immigrants. Keep them
I
over
I
here, but let them get on with it.
I support them. Anyway, I won't go on about that now. But I had posted this post on my channel, and Alison Purcell made a comment, and she was like, "Oh, you're okay with people who would kill us and who would do this, that, and the other." And I'm like, "Wait, hang on a minute. I thought you were a Christian, but now you're Jewish. So she's Jewish and the woman is fucking nuts. She doesn't know whether she's coming or going, you know. And
No,
for
she. I.
anybody,
I mean, I felt awful for her at one time. I really did, because she said she was dying. She'd
I
only
know,
got a year to live, and I thought, fucking hell. And her mum died, and my mum had not long since died. And I thought, somebody's got to fucking reach out to her here. She's on her own, and I
no,
did. But her emails got crazy, and every email she was just fishing for information off BAM. And I kept her in, I am not discussing BAM. I want to know if you're all right. And she was going through probate, same as me,
yeah,
and selling a mum's house, same as me. And I thought,
yeah,
it's a fucking mess to be left with when you've just had your mum die.
it's
And
very
I
hard.
thought, if I can help, I'll help. But she didn't want that help. She just wanted information on BAM. And she
Yeah,
was saying, and I don't believe she's dead. I don't believe she, and all this shit. And
yeah,
in end, I had to block her emails. I didn't know how to, but Cassie's told me how to block her emails.
yeah,
Well, I've got 50,000 emails, and they're all fucking off a tree. And every
yeah.
now and again, she'd post a picture of a cat. And I think, oh, little Timmy cat, send it some fish. But she was ragged, proper ragged.
I know, I know. She's. I mean, I did. We all felt sorry for her. You know, we did. We all genuinely felt sorry for her. I mean, my heart broke for her when her mum died because I knew. I thought, oh no. I mean, she was mentally very delicate as it was. But I
Mm-hmm.
knew this was going to literally just fucking, send her spiraling. And it did. You know.
It did in it wrong way though.
Yeah,
She she went to the wrong people for comfort. They probably made a fuss of her, but they were just getting information at the end of the day. They were using her. One
I,
day she might realise, but they've used her for them photos of Bam's house and zoomed in on all bad bits. And
I know.
but that were a friend for many years, and she's dead now. I mean, who'd do something like that? You wouldn't do something like that.
No, you
No.
really don't. I mean, like, I mean, now thinking back now, I can understand why Bam was so hell bent on getting her house all organized and cleaned up and whatever. She couldn't do it by herself, and for whatever reason, her boys couldn't do it, and she wasn't well enough to even start thinking about doing anything herself. She could no longer care for her home. I mean, she couldn't even do her hair anymore. Do you know? And that must have really killed her because you know what she was like about herself. She did keep herself well when she was well, you know. But to have somebody that you trust to come into your home and first of all start smashing things and breaking a load of shit in the house, but then taking sneaky photographs to shame you. I just thought that's just the lowest of the low. And Ali, you knew what you were doing at the time. It was like just in case photographs. You're getting as bad as Linda and Tinksy. That I'll take these pictures just in case I need them later on down the road. Like, why would you even go into somebody's house with that in your head? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I would, that kind of thing wouldn't enter my head. If I said I'm going to do something for somebody, I'll do it. Um, and I'm not going to be there with an alternative motive or whatever. I'll be there to do what I said I'm going to do, and that'll be it, you know. But taking sneaky pictures of somebody's home when they're no longer able to care for it themselves, I just think is, it's disgusting, really. And the fact that she goes around saying that she was never paid. She was paid. She was paid for the time that she, you know, she spent. It wasn't
Yeah.
a, it wasn't a huge amount of money, but she was still paid.
Well, it's like Bam used to talk and say, "There's someone taking photos of my house. My security camera's being cut. There's someone outside," and then she rocked up unannounced. She weren't invited, and Bam didn't have a clue. It was so weird that you'd go. You wouldn't do that. And then she ordered a skip and started getting rid of all the stuff for it.
Yeah,
I'd go crazy. I'd call cops.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she took on, like, she just decided what was going and what wasn't going. I mean, she smashed the top of her cooker. She had a ceramic top cooker, I think Bam was saying, and she smashed that the top of that. She was standing on it to do something. She said
Yeah.
we had all sorts of things. She didn't need to be standing on it. She said, you know, another friend
One
of
of
her.
Limpy's photographs as well that she'd smashed,
Yeah,
and she thought she'd done it on purpose. But what other people outside Bam's world don't realise is at that time Bam was frail.
yeah, she
If
was.
she were in a at a full strength, she'd bounce her straight out. But she
Mm,
was frail,
yeah,
so it was disgusting what she did. And then she brought Bo and everybody else. She were overwhelmed with it, and Bam,
it
she
was.
really was.
But sure,
And
the
people
smallest,
don't understand.
I know the smallest little thing she done, and she was breaking her ribs. Do you remember that?
Yeah, breaking her toes, kicking them
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
the smallest little thing she was in. Mind you, she shouldn't have been moving beds, but you know, the smallest little thing she'd be doing if something knocked on her, like she was. I mean, that'll just tell you how frail that she had gotten. You know,
Mm.
it was just quite sad.
It were awful how she used her. In
Yeah,
end, I mean, if you fall out with somebody, walk away. Walk away and put an end to it. Don't fucking abuse her and then ridicule her, put pictures up and private messages and shit like that. Just don't do that.
no, no.
But that's that lot, and that's what they do.
Yeah, because Ban was very good to Ali. You know, she was very good to Ali. She put up with her for fucking years and years and years of all the mad shit she used to come out and tell her. And you know, Bam was, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Like, you know, she put up with all that shit for years, like all the mad nonsensical stuff and a lot of private stuff that she told Bam, which, as you know, what Bam's like,
Mm.
Bam then would tell me, and I'm like, okay, I didn't really want to know that. She didn't have the best of a start in life, unfortunately. You know, not Bam now, Alison Purcell. She didn't have the best start in life. Her father was quite abusive, and um, you know, things like that. And you know, that's really sad. And it abuse changes your brain. You know, it really does. It changes how you think. It changes how you interact with people, and especially if you're being like physically, verbally abused from the time you're small, that's completely messes up your head.
But
You know,
we all reached out to her. We were
I know.
fucking gutted, and we did try,
I know.
and we didn't succeed. Obviously, she's too far gone, but
Yeah,
she went to the wrong crowd for comfort.
I
She
know.
really did.
I know. I mean, she was on my channel in the comment section one night, and like she was saying she was going to end herself and this, that, and the other. And
Well,
I was freaking out, you know, and you know, she had told everybody why she done it. I don't know. She had her name and address, and you know, whatever she'd
I
post
know. I
address.
remember.
Yeah. And that's how I was able to contact the guards, or well, not the guard, the police in her local area, and tell them about her. And I was able to say, listen, this woman, she's just been on, you know, she's threatening to hurt herself, whatever, whatever. You know, her mental health isn't great, you know, and yeah, but like that none of that matters, like, because we don't care and we're evil, you know.
Well, it's like a lot of people on YouTube have got totally wrong ideas, and they just paint us all with a picture. But it doesn't help when you do have people like Jura going round and saying pre-block them because they're part of BAM's channel and they were a mod for BAM. And
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I know, I know. Oh, listen, I'm sure that's happened to me many a times as well. But I just haven't caught or heard anybody saying it about me. But I'm sure as hell it's happened as well. Like but just don't give a shit. If that's the way people are going to be, then I don't really need to be around them.
No.
You know. But Country Joe, yeah, I mean, I hope Country Joe maybe has a listen to this at some stage, or maybe if she's live again, I might pop into her live and just say to her, listen, I think that was a bit uncalled for.
I
I'll
still
probably get
watch her,
booted as
whether
well.
I'm blocked or not. I still watch her because I enjoy her. She's funny as fuck, and
Yeah,
she is talented.
she
And
is.
she don't need people. She don't need fucking. One time, this is how much of a normal, not crazy person I am. At one time, CJ and Jura fell out, right?
Hmm.
And I had a channel. It weren't took down. I had a live channel, and CJ you emailed me to see if I knew anything of Jura,
Oh
and I
yeah.
totally ignored it because that's not me. I can't stand fucking Jura. But I don't do. If I've got a beef or a problem, I will say it. But I won't snake round back streets. I said, did you know she's done this? I will say it out loud so she knows exactly what she's done.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
cowardly.
now the friends again, you see. But it was ages ago. It was when Bam kicked Jura, when they all left, and we got rid of Jura
Mm.
when she snaked off to fucking Dorothy. It was at that time I had already been subscribed to CJ for a couple of years before she
Yeah.
met Jura. But then as soon as she was friends with Jura like, well, block her, she's a mod of BAMs. Fuck you,
Wow.
doxing
And like,
cunt.
and you'd already been on her channel for years, and had you would you be commenting on her
I'd
channel?
be
Would she have known
commenting,
you?
yeah. I've never been on a panel with her. I've just been rolling and laughing at things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she would have
Yeah.
known you from her channel. And then
Mm.
just to block you like that on somebody else's say so because they have a personal agenda, that's not right. You know what I mean? That's not cool. If you done nothing to her, I don't see why, you know.
It's because I went on there to warn CJ.
Uh-huh.
Cost Jura's a doxer, and I
Yeah.
put it in chat. And
Okay.
then she spotted it, didn't she? Oh, block her. She's a modder. You don't want out to do with her. She's from Bam's channel. I thought you couldn't. But then she went on to Gen X's and other ones. It was just when she was trying to dip her toe in drama, crime
Right.
channels. Block her, block her. And I'm like, everywhere I went, block her. And then Bedtime Client says, I don't know anybody who's pre-blocked as much as Sheila. She's just got a name on this list. Block her.
Yeah. I
But
don't
but
know
it's
why
because
they're
we're mods. Well, we were mods of BAM, and we'd call out people shit. We just don't tolerate shit or lies, and there's
no,
no wrong with that. We don't do real life shit. We don't
no.
fucking dox people. We'll just call out lies, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Say
don't
it
have.
as it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I know you don't. I certainly don't have the time to be sitting here researching people and fucking gathering information and on people and fucking making terabytes of shit. And like, I've stuff to do. I've always stuff to do. If I
Oh
have something to say, I'll go live and I'll say it. That's how I do it. I'll go live and I'll say, well, hang on a second. This has pissed me off a little bit here now. I'll just jump on a live and I'll say what I have to say, and that's the end of it. But I'm not going to be cowered up in a corner and then running into all the little chats or whatever, and oh, you never guess who said this and so said.
no, there's those. There's our friendly family, nice people that you might see in somebody's chat that's a bit dodgy, but you don't send out because people are allowed to go to different places.
Of course they are,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, of
That
course
we
they are.
know that they're all right with us. We trust that they're not spreading shit about us.
Yeah,
But why can't they go and listen to someone else if that interests them?
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just stupid. It's YouTube. You should be able to watch who you like, support who you like, and still have friends.
yeah, exactly. Like I go into Granny Fanny's, for instance, okay, and Lufa's in there, and I think we all know at this stage now that I don't like Lufa for what she done, the shit that she pulled on me. If you don't know, I'll just recap it very quickly. Lufa and COVID were a thing for a while. And when things start going downhill, Scotty, I think that's how you say her name, came into COVID one day when he was live, and she kind of said to me, "Oh well, you were sending COVID nudes," and Lufa was telling me that they sit there laughing at them every night, and I'm like, "Excuse me, fucking what?"
No
You know.
way.
And so I said to him, I said, "What's this? Like, I'm hearing about nudes and whatever." Like, and he said, "Who said that?" And I said, "Well, that's what she said. That's what Lufa said to Scotty." And he said, "Oh, you're joking." He said, "I swear to God." He said, "I never ever said that." He said, "Please believe me. I would never say that." He said, "We're friends." And I said, "No, I know. I know it's not true. I know it's not true because there are no pictures of me like that. But, I need to say what's going on because I'm
Yeah.
fucking very confused about what's happening." And obviously they had words with each other, and like, I considered her a friend, and when people were nasty to her or mean to her on COVID, um, I used to go and make sure that she was okay. And when she was saying that she was, autistic with ADHD, it's AUDHD. And I was like, oh my God, me too. And, I just thought, oh, there's somebody else that has the same kind of things as me. And it would be nice, just to have somebody else that you can kind of bounce off. And then I see messages from her to somebody else. I'm not going to say where she was. I'll just tell mom autistic or something, and I'll get away with it. And I'm like, oh wow, wow.
You,
So
you
like,
can't just say that though if you're not.
no, no,
It's fucking.
it's horrible. It's a horrible thing to say about yourself or anybody else. Oh, look, I mean, the woman, she smokes morning, noon, and night, and then she gets drunk on her tequila, and then she goes live, and then just, I don't know what
I
is
mean,
wrong.
I can remember one of them, and I don't know if it was Dark Arsehole, but one of them lot said that you were making it up. I'm like, well, we've known this years. Just because Wickens never put it out there before, don't
Yeah,
mean no, she ain't got it. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? They said you were making up your ADHD and your autism.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah, my
you
doctor
wouldn't.
and my
Oh,
husband would say very differently.
nobody in the right mind would pretend to be. Mind you, they do, don't they? They pretend all sorts of fucking illnesses.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that do, but I mean, I don't, yeah, again, I don't understand that mindset because, like, it takes me so much longer to organize anything, and I really have to try very, very hard to
Well,
organize
I know you do. I know you
thoughts,
do.
and get them in somewhat of an order before I go live or before I do anything, and I get very, very easily distracted. I'd be doing something, as you probably heard many times on my stream. I'll start off with the intention of doing this, and then I could be talking about fucking leprechauns or horses in the next breath, so I find it hard to stay on topic. There's a lot of things I find difficult, but I don't whinge about it. I call it my superpower, because
Hmm.
God knows what will happen along the way, and it'll be very
We won't
different.
have you any other way. We
Oh,
just know and love you as you are.
oh, my chicken, I love you, Sheila. Yeah, so I mean, that was that's the reason why I don't like Lufa. And she did own up to it at one stage. She said, "Yeah, I did say that because I was jealous and I perceived her to be something that she really wasn't." And it was only when I got to know her I realized that she wasn't. I don't know who or what she thought I was. But when she got to know me, she realized that I wasn't that person, but yet she still kept it up. So that's what
Mm.
I don't understand. You know what I mean? So if you know you've made a mistake and you've said something like that, wouldn't you just say, oh God, it was the wrong person, or whatever, or I lied, or I don't, why would you keep repeating the same lie?
Well, it's like Space Monsters. She won't admit that fucking Green Eyes is not Deadly Queens because it's in her head that she is, and that's it. Even though she's been proved wrong
I
by
know.
fucking all of us.
Mm. I know some people just get something into their head and that's it. There's no changing it. Like, but I mean,
They can't
that,
admit it. They can't admit you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and you go, "Oops, sorry."
no, no. And like, only for, like, I know COVID well. We've had many a chat, mostly about like handling our dads, because both of our dads are, they've got cancer.
Totally, yeah.
And we've had many a chats about life and all sorts of weird and wonderful things in between, as you do. And I consider him a good friend. And only for me knowing him, like as a decent man, like a good man, um, I would have probably taken him apart. I probably would have dismantled him and never spoken to him again. You
Yeah.
know, because had it been anybody else that I just know from YouTube, I probably would have, not speaking outside YouTube, which myself and COVID have done a few times, like, when his dad would be ill, or, when she was driving him mad and like he's sitting in the hospital. Like one time they didn't think the dad was going to pull through, and his phone never stopped. She was on ringing, texting, emailing. He was trying to block her. Another email had come in, different account. She just kept making up all these accounts. It was kind of scary. It was really scary. And then he'd send me like, screenshots of his, like, all these fucking emails. I'm like, oh my God. I said, you're gonna have to go to the police before she does, and before she makes up a load of crap, So yeah, that was scary. I mean, in Dublin, we call women like her fatalers, and I'll explain what that is. Do you remember Fatal Attraction, that movie?
Yeah, when she
And
crossed the
Glenn
legs and
Close.
uncrossed the legs with no knickers on.
No, the Glenn
Is that
Close.
wrong one?
Yeah, Glenn Close with the one
Oh,
with
is that the rabbit boiling one?
yeah, the rebel boiling one. Yeah,
Oh.
well, I mean, she wouldn't let it go. She wouldn't let your man go. So that's what we call women like her now. Nutters, we call them fatalers. Oh,
I
she's a fate.
always get mixed up with them two films, but they were out at the same time, weren't they?
Yeah, and they're both blonde, so that's an easy mistake. But yeah, so that's what we call women like her, fatalers. But yeah, so that's, yeah, the bunny boiler, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, that's the story with me and Lufa. And I go on Granny Fanny's and she's on Granny Fanny's, and like I'm not gonna go on and go, oh my God, she's on here, I can't be on here, blah 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 blah. I wouldn't do that. I mean,
No.
it's
Do it
not my
because
channel.
Granny Fanny comes from a different side of YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard of him. Everybody has. I
yeah,
don't know him as such. Only heard things, and his crew. But there's people in his chats. I'll go in because I like the fact that the people are getting exposed. Sorry, Frida. So I will go in, but I don't know a lot of people. But there's some people in there that I don't get on with, but I'm not causing shit in
yeah,
there.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And people are allowed to be in there.
Yeah.
I just don't get.
Well, we know how to behave, you see. I think that's the thing what a lot of people don't get. We know how to behave. Just because I don't like somebody and they're in somebody else's chat, whatever, I'm not gonna go and have a pop at them.
I
I'm just
know.
gonna ignore
And
them.
if his friends are in some dish chats that we can't fucking stand, we don't call them out because there's
Oh,
something in there that interests them.
yeah, I know.
And
Think
obviously we've seen them, so we've been in the same fucking chat. So it's
yeah,
fucking hypocrite, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I ignore her. I'm not going to cause the channel that I'm on any headaches. People fighting in chats, and that's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I mean, like my problem with her didn't start on his channel, so why bring that in there? I'm not going to bring my
Mm.
old crap in there and disrupt what he want to talk about, or Amy or whatever. Yeah, it's just and I think the reason why it's still bothering me is because that we never had it out, and she won't have it out with me. So I did she did ask me once to speak in private with her, and I said no at the time because I was so hurt about it. And then I went back to her and I said, okay, let's have a private conversation about this, and I was ignored and blocked. So yeah.
I
So
know. It's when they block you or pre-block you and you can't give your reasons. It's frustrating more than all. That's why it's like my channel's just a voice to call people out.
mm,
Because when you're blocked and you ain't got a voice.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, and like I was saying the other day, I started my channel because I didn't want people thinking I was running to BAM every 5 minutes because of things that piss me off, and I'm getting her to speak about things. So I just
Well,
started.
I did when I was calling Chuck
Yeah,
out. Well, like, it's your voice. It's time to stand up on
yeah,
your own 2 feet and and put things right and say it as it is.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
exactly.
she was digging on me. She'd got me photos. She'd phoned me work. I don't want Bam fighting my battles. I
Exactly.
fucking said.
Yeah, yeah. I'm quite capable of opening my mouth and saying what needs to be said myself. I don't need anybody else to fight me
Yeah.
back for me. But yeah. So I mean, a bit like yourself, I'm not interested in being a YouTuber. I'm not interested in, oh, let's make money. Blah blah. I'm not interested. I come on here just to let off a bit of steam, have a bit of crack, and that's it.
True.
You know,
Same.
call people out on their bullshit and lies, and that's
I
it.
mean, we've all known for years what they're like and the fucking trolls and real life doxers.
Mm.
I'm glad it's come to light so everybody else knows that
But
we
oh
were.
my,
But I still don't. I don't know how they've still got as many subs as they have. When people realise that they go real life and they phone people's work and they'll phone your partner and put your pictures up. But this, I think they buy them. They must be bought all their subs because who'd fucking sub to a channel that does that to people?
yeah. Well, look, I mean, they probably lie about, oh, we didn't do that and we didn't do this. And look at, they're liars. A lot of them, they're proven liars. We know that now. I mean, we've
So
always been
you've
right about.
known it, but I mean, it's took Granny Fanny to bring it out public, and you've took your fucking time doing it, Granny. I've got to say that you've known it for years, and it's only just come out now. We've been dealing with all this shit for years of them, out bad
Yeah.
mouthing and trolling, and you've only just come out and said, "Oh, you were right. She's a right cunt." Should have done the bummy.
Yeah, Granny, Fanny, Mr. Fanny, you should have come out years ago and said it. But look, I'm sure he has his reasons for why he's coming out now or whatever. I really don't know. I never asked him.
It's been AWOL from YouTube, so I probably had no idea that it were going on this far and this bad of fucking hurting people and doxing them, and
Yeah.
he probably had no idea, but it's took a fucking long. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, Fanny, it's been a long time coming. How very dare you, sir? I want all your notes. I want all your business. I want to know where you were, why you were there, why you were hiding from Bell End and the flying STD. I want to know all your information. I know, but look, I'm just eventually look, anything done in the dark will come to
It
light.
all comes
It
to like
always does.
those.
Yeah. So I mean, they can go and do their little binding spells.
Fucking
I'm
weird.
sorry. I just thought that was hilarious. I nearly cracked up laughing. I mean, when I heard somebody sent me a screenshot, the dark twat was doing binding spells on obviously me because I'm a Wiccan, but I'm probably you too, Kiss, because you're an Odinist, aren't you? Do her She wants me to do my impersonation. It probably won't be as good this time. It probably won't. What was it I even said the last time? Oh yeah, because she like you can't understand the word she says, but I know in one of her shorts, she community, community, community.
That sounds like one of the birds that she keeps trying to flog, squawking.
Oh God, yeah, I know. And but like as far as I know, and somebody else sent me this, uh the son sells quite a lot of equipment as well, and it's not just the birds. He sells quite a lot of equipment as well, like, for the birds. So yeah, does your social welfare know about that over there? Not that I'd be going ringing anybody because I couldn't be arsed. It's not my business. I couldn't be arsed. But I'm probably somebody will. Who I don't know. But yeah. Isn't that against, isn't that against all that shit over there? If you're earning money from something, aren't you supposed to declare it? Over here,
Well,
if you're
sure,
money
you
from
know,
any
people on
other store, you have to declare
their
it.
memberships. You know, if you're on a channel and you've got enough subs, a couple of thousand, and you've got memberships,
Uh-huh.
I think that should be declared to benefits as well.
Well, I like over here, it doesn't. Oh, hey Raven, how's it going? Over here, if you have any other like earnings, like doesn't matter what, you have to declare it, and then they'll either tell you either yes you can keep it or no you can't, and then they'll remove some money from your weekly benefits.
Yeah.
That's the way it works over here. I don't know what way it
No,
works over.
it's exactly the same. There's
Yeah,
a cap on how much you can earn before it's
yeah,
deducted.
yeah. I actually don't know what that is, because I can't remember the last time I
But
was
I used to
unemployed.
a few
I
years
I, I
there, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. You can only earn a certain amount without it affecting your benefits.
right, okay. What, probably like 100 quid, if even?
Something like that. But I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, it'll be a bit more now with inflation and stuff. But you
right,
you are only allowed to earn a little bit before it affects your benefits.
right, okay.
But
Yeah,
then when it affects your benefits and you've got free rent and free council tax, it all fucking adds up. And a lot of time it's not worth it.
right.
So I don't think a lot of people are declaring what they earn on YouTube if they're on benefits as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, to perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't be able to do that, because if I was in their shoes, excuse me, I burped. Um, uh, I wouldn't be able to live like that. I would be sweating going to bed every night. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be thinking, oh my God, I'm going to wake up and they're going to tell me to leave. If I was living in a council house or whatever, I wouldn't be able to live with that. I would be absolutely bricking it. I'd have to go in and tell them. That's me. I
I
tell them.
know, but I mean, I don't understand when they try and say that they're intelligent and they've done all this shit in past, and then they're on benefits, everything's paid for, but yet they're posting pictures of them on holiday and going to fucking concerts. I'm like, you think, oh, what? Somebody's going to grass you up, especially because you're a nasty bastard. But,
Yeah, I know. I know. But like, I love the fact where she was saying that she was talking to somebody in your job, and oh, she shouldn't really be working in that field, and what the fuck. Was there ever a call made into your job?
I'd left by then, weekend.
Yeah,
I
no,
left
but,
work
I mean,
by
was
then,
any of
but
your did any of your
police
friends,
police knew I'd left because obviously I had to tell them where I were working now. And then she made a video saying, "Oh, and the police as well thought that she no, she won't keep her job very long. They already fucking knew I didn't work there." But the thing is, most of your training when you're in that job, and it might be wrong to people, but most of your training is spotting benefit fraud.
well,
It
yeah,
really is, and they're saying that I have like reported it, and I didn't. Somebody possibly, probably has done
yeah.
because I've called her out on it, but it wasn't me. But her saying that I'd done that, well, like a bonus for me because I was doing my job right. You know what I mean? That's what I was trained to do. I'm
Well,
like
let me
fucking
just
idiot.
let me just say this: Sheila didn't report you, because if
No, I
Sheila did
didn't.
report you, she'd say she reported.
Yes, I would.
Because that's Sheila. If she didn't report you, she'd say I didn't report you. But if she did, she'd say, yeah, and I fucking did report you. So you're barking up the wrong tree, as always were. Sheila doesn't lie about anything. She doesn't have to. You know, she doesn't have to. None of us do. It's just
Mm.
ridiculous. Like, I mean,
But I'll say it online.
I
I'll be
know.
public. I mean, I've called her out for going on abroad, and it's like you're only allowed to go out of country so many times a year. And then when you go out of country, you've got to tell them how you're going to support yourself or who's going to support you on if you're on benefits. And I've put all that on a channel post, on a community post. But it wasn't me that reported you.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, so you allow, like, when you're on benefits, are you allowed go on a holiday? I'm sure you're allowed go
yeah,
on a
you've
holiday.
got to let them know. You've got to let them know that you're out of country and how long you're going to be out of there and who's going to support you or where have you got your money from that time. And if you don't give them that information, then they're allowed to dock your money. They can sanction you, and they
Okay.
can sanction you up to 6 months. So there's a procedure you've got to go through to make it all okay.
Okay.
But she'd been out of country, I think, once that she's posted, but she'd been to fucking other places. But the thing is, you are claiming anxiety. If you're anxiety, you don't live stream naked in bath. You don't do post of yourself at a rock concert or going
Uh,
abroad, because people with anxiety do not fucking leave their house. If they're proper shut in, housebound, and
yeah,
that's what they get the money for, because it's incapacitated.
yeah,
But she were like whooping it up.
I know.
Right.
You know, and then when the World Cup was on or whatever, and she was in the middle of this really packed pub, you know, and there was loads of people, drunk people around it. Like that freaks me out. Drunk people freak me out.
I
I'm
know.
a lover of that.
I
But
know. Well, I don't drink, and I just don't like drunk people. I
yeah,
mean, Cassius were drinking other night when he were on panel with Salty, and I said, "You're drunk, Cassius," because he was drunk. He's a funny drunk though,
he
but
is.
a lot of people
I
get
love
nasty
that.
when they're drunk.
I know he's
I
yeah
just don't. I don't
nasty.
like drunks.
No, I don't. Because it's very hard to follow anything that they're saying because each time they tell you the same story and it gets more fantastical every time they tell it. You know? I
Mm,
just am like, yeah, I've had enough, had enough, had enough. I have to go home. You know, I'm okay for if somebody's having a couple of pints, maybe 2 pints. But when the third one comes out, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's time I head home.
yeah.
What are you saying to me, Frank? Drunk people freak me out, the Irish woman. Feck off, Frank. Feck off.
It's when you don't drink and you see drunks, you think, "Oh shit, here
Yeah,
we go."
I know. And I'd like to be honest, I just can't sit in a pub that long. I get bored, you know.
Yeah,
Even in a restaurant, mind you, I get bored no matter where I am. I'm always doing something. I have to be fiddling with some fucking thing. It's the ADHD. Oh my god, you know the thing that I don't have. What was this? He wasn't though. He was playing. That's why it was funny. Oh, okay. Uh,
well, I still told him off, Salty. Still said you're drunk, Cassius, but I forgived him because it were funny.
he shouldn't be living in government housing. Okay. And yeah, okay. He could if he claimed asylum. Simone. Who is that now? Maybe I missed something back up there. She got homeless man. Oh, she still got the homeless man living with her. Yeah, I still can't work out why he's
Well,
never
he's
brought her.
meant to be alcoholic, isn't he? And supposed to have like some kind of accommodation back in Norway that's for alcoholics or recovering alcoholics.
Yeah. You know, I wish him all the best. You know, I mean, I never want to see anybody fail in a situation like that. Let it be drugs, drink, gambling, whatever. You
No,
know,
but when you lie and you say you've got
oh,
millions and a boat and
yeah,
everything like that, and you're going to have a good wedding and buy a little cottage in countryside, then you know it's all bullshit.
I know,
Just
but
say truth. Just say, I'm on my ass, but we're going to make best of it. And if they
yeah,
have a register office wedding, good on them. But it's all fucking bragging when they know it's never going to happen, and it's all fantasy fucking second life shit
um,
that they're coming out with.
maybe that's where they are getting married. Maybe they're getting married on Second Life. Maybe it's
Well,
not.
they live in a fantasy. They're fucking.
I know, I know. They're away to fucking lunch. The pair, God love them. Like, do you know, they really are. They're not playing with the full deck. But I'm fucking pulling dog hair off me. That fucking hairy Molly sitting over there. You have me covered in hair. Sorry, my daughter's dog. Jesus Christ, she's just a hairy little Molly. Um,
Is anybody else going to jump up? Is Salty going to come up? Because I need to do something
yeah,
in about 5 minutes. It's gone
I've
3 o'clock, hasn't
kept
it?
her. I've hijacked her long enough today. And Sheila, thank you so much for coming up.
You're
You know,
fine. You're fine.
you know what I'm like. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna chat about this, that, and
I'll
the other.
still listen in. It's
Oh,
just that I've got to do something
no, I know.
shortly.
No, listen, you jump down. You jump down, and thank you so much for coming up. And it's always lovely chatting with you.
No problem. Anytime.
All right, chick. Well, listen, you go on and do your thing. I'll chat to you later, sure.
Okay. See you soon. Bye.
Um, chicken. Bye, 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 bye. So that's that, Sheila. Sheila's always great for a chat. I love Sheila when she comes up. She's great crack. Is anybody else wanting to come up for a quick chat before I call it a day? Um, Anybody else with funny stories they want to talk about? I'm happy to do it. Um, it's not a stream that we were talking about BAM as such, but just, you know, ex mods or channel members that, just remembering some of the really funny things that happened on our channel. And there was so many of them, and it's just trying to remember them all and put them in some sort of order. I find impossible. My brain tends to go blank. Oh Lord. Okay. I'll ask one more time and then I'm going to pull the plug because I suppose I'll have to do stuff too. I've been on for over 2 hours now and I'm sure you're all tired of me talking crap. No, you won't offend anybody. Come up. Come up. I dropped the link there. Is it still there? I can't find it. Hang on a second. Let me drop the link again. You absolutely have to come up, Sharon. We love insulting people here. It's my favorite pastime. Come on, I haven't spoken to you. Up you come. Best not, honestly. Oh, okay. I won't force you to come up, but I will really, but I won't. Yeah, I know. She's terrible, Brianna. She's teasing me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Simone, if you would like to come up and tell us all about your apartment and your cooking, you're more than welcome to do that. There's no stop button, love. There's no stop button. What, on you or on YouTube? Or on me, even? Yeah, because I could rub it on here for quite a while. Yeah. Yeah, just thinking back over the past few years, the past 6, 7 years, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a hell of, yeah, kind of hell more than fun, to be honest. Um, yeah, just to be labeled like that just because we were a mod in somebody's channel, it's just so stupid and so childish. And you know, Jur, I definitely want to have a chat with you about that because that's really not very cool at all. Um, how would you like it if we were going around saying, "Oh, block her, she's a right cunt"? You wouldn't like it, and it wouldn't be something I'd say anyway. But I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. I'll just say that I love her, hate her, I miss my friend. May she always have the gift of dragging people. Oh, I know, I agree. I know. I think we all do, darling. We all do. As I say, the last year of our life wasn't our finest, but high insight and everything. But yeah, that was a lovely thing to say, darling. You make me all tear up now. Feck's sake, that's not what I wanted to do. Thanks for the chat. I've totally enjoyed spending time with you all today. Oh, it was lovely to see you, Paula. It was really lovely to have you here. Brianna, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, have a lovely day, Lady Witch. And we'll chat to you soon. Okay, well, on that lovely note, okay, Darren, no problem. Yeah, you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known, Bam. Um, no, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. It's just it was just all fucked up and a mess, and it didn't really need to be like that. And yeah, it's just we all miss our friend, you know. Sadly, she was gone quite a while before she really left us physically, but it is what it is, and I hope she's up there, and I hope she's letting rip. I really do. I hope she's letting rip, as she would say. I hope she's looking up at us. I hope she's looking up, smiling at us. Oh Lord. Well, okay. Well, on that lovely note, I'm gonna love you and leave you all. What a weird one today. I didn't really know where this was gonna go, but I suppose it went where it needed to go. I love you all. Oh, hi Joe. How you doing? Um, love you all, guys. It was lovely to see you all in here. Thanks for coming up. And Sheila, thank you so much for coming up. Raven, Simone, lovely to meet you, Simone. And I'm sure we'll see you again. Darren, thank you so much. Joe, darling, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut it off here. Sharon, Brianna, Lady Witch, Paula, I don't know whoever else. I can't even see now. My feckin' eyes are playing up. Anyway, everybody that came in, Salty Bitch, everybody, thank you so much for coming in. And everybody have a fantastic rest of your week. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.